offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for a quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Maybe he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Vikings have recovered. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On play action now, McCarthy. Completes downfield to Felton. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 green. Hut, hut.
Love out of the shotgun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Love from the gun. Right back to one. This is Cox. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Josh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Ready, ready. Red 38. Ready.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready,
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Set, hut, set.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Running in the red zone. It goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Mackay on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to... take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 43. Tight end going in motion right. Now the first carry of the game for the Arizona State rookie. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. McCarthy looking to throw. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. Same guy, here's Hawkinson again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. As we're up into the secondary. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And by Felton, left side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They give it to him up the middle. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Vikings break the tie here in the first. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
On the set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Red, set.
Love now, off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here, ready.
We go counter, it's Jacobs. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Vikings have played to an early lead. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have it 2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Even 25 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Running right, here's Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Yellow.
To the air with Love. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
3rd and long for him here. Running by his back, it's Jacobs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They're going to go. It's Love. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Connects with the open man downfield. Here he goes again. T.J. Hawkinson. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 13-point lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Saving face, sing the cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran about the lux when that's up the highest.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. There's Love to throw. It's cut right side by Watson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
8 yards on the
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Now a toss to Jacobs, headed left. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Jacobs running behind center. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Finds his man. It's Crowd. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Love throwing on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits his running back. Continuing to move past the 45. And they haul him to the ground there. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. More from Lambeau after this. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now it's McCarthy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what we would call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers. You can find a completion just like that.
Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, and they can do some serious damage.
Even 8 on that one, and the Vikings are going to have a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play action. Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
52 Blue. Ready?
Thrown on 1st down. Love. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Yellow. Set.
Back to the air. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Set. Hut. Red. 38. Set.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Pass brought in by Watson. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Throwing again. Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Miles Price. The coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First and 10. It's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
One last play before the break. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll throw it. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New set of downs from 37. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Has him running the comeback. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's McCarthy on first and 10. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Has him on a quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
In the red zone now. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. A pickup of 4, that brings up third and goal.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third and goal for McCarthy. Caught just shy of the goal line. It gets him 3 yards as the stop is made here, and it is Is this a spot we can see them go for? Let's find out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ready?
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety block, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On second down, oh, it's loose. Slide ball inside the end zone. And the defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. Hunt's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
A second down throw here for Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one taken in by Kraft. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but showing a love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Cuts right. Now he's past the 25. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Went after trying good by Reichert. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
42. Packers 21.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This will end up as a touchback.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
let's set.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Love out of the shotgun. Pass caught out right by Golden. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Set, ready.
He's got it on the bootleg. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to now do some window dressing here in the 4th. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Set. 10 black. Cut.
Handoff here to Jacobs. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
Set, cut. Ready.
They'll run, Jacobs. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Design bootleg here. He's got it. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. They'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Right up the gut. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
He's going to push one deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And we'll see what they do here on second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Taking it by Felton left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They send a man in motion. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's down very close to that first, but it looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. They give it to him again. Pushing for the end zone. And it lost the football. It's not loose. And they say Packers football.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They'll try and punch it in. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings have likely locked up the win right there. Reichert on to the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Reichert set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Get your money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest in my
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. A gift to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Blue 32. Ready.
Love from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Yellow.
Throwing his Love on third. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now a fourth down, staring right at him.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. He's brought down just inside the 25. Starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
At the 26-yard line.
19 Tiger. Go.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
And no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Head to 60. Ready?
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Keeps away from one. And it's going to be a win for the Vikings here today. As they get the 1st down, they can take the clock down to 0 snaps.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.